Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Mets season, where we talk Mets news, rumors, and just chat about baseball in general. I want to talk about yesterday. John Hyman tweeted out a link to Big Time Baseball podcast where he had Sandy Alderson was on there, and they spoke about some of the recent moves, some of the transactions. But I want to talk about is he mentioned how they're still interested in Springer, and they're still talking Springer, and some of the what I think could happen from here on out to maybe be able to sign him. So he spoke about how they're still interested, they're still talking, so that's obviously good news if you're a Mets fan. And some of the things that I believe that could happen, because remembering Cohen saying that he wasn't going to spend like a drunken sailor, and one thing he did want was to have some salary open going into the season, and obviously signing Springer for $30 million is not going to do that. They're going to hit the tax level, and so I believe that they'll have to trade some contracts out. So if you see like a Familia traded, obviously Robinson Cano. If you don't see Cano, obviously go to the Rockies for Arenado, because the word is that the Rockies wanted Cano's $60 million on his contract to free up some of that money. If Cano doesn't go for Arenado, obviously that to me bumps Arenado out of the picture. So if you see a Familia, Cano maybe go elsewhere and they get very little back in return, expect something behind that to go down. Probably a Springer signing, who knows, Bauer, LeMahieu, who knows. So just, keep your eyes open on that if you see a smaller deal and not much coming back, especially in salary. Because they'll try to open up probably another 15 to 20 million. If you see that, get excited, because that means something else is coming. Whether, like I said, whether it's Springer, LeMahieu, Bauer, even a trade for like a Chris Bryant or anyone like that, So keep that in mind. I'm starting to lean a little bit towards LeMahieu between the two, between him and Springer. Because obviously adding the speed to the team with Lindor and his overall ability, switch hitting, his speed, his defense. I feel like that adding LeMahieu might be the better piece. At first, I wasn't that big on it because of his age, and the 4 or 5 years gets me a little nervous at 31 or 32, whatever LeMahieu is. But then I think of what he brings to an offense and defense, obviously. But offensively, I started thinking LeMahieu, McNeil, Lindor, Conforto, top 3, top 4 in the lineup. And I really like the way that sounds. LeMahieu being a line drive hitter, opposite field guy, that puts a lot of pressure on the opposing pitchers. And then McNeil just being a battler behind him. McNeil, yes, he does not take a lot of pitches, but he also doesn't strike out a lot, and he fouls a lot of pitches off, which is great for Lindor and whoever's going to back clean up. I'm going to assume Conforto for now behind him. That would be devastating to opposing teams, that lineup, that first 3 or 4 hitters. So I'm like, that kind of excites me when I think of it. Especially the first 2 hitters being gap hitters, doubles hitters. At the same time, I'm not gonna be upset if they sign Springer. You get an all-star center fielder, a guy that can pretty much do it all. Also, experience, playoff experience, MVP experience. In the World Series, that kind of stuff. So, once again, be excited as a Mets fan. Things are looking good. I definitely believe they're gonna add like at least 2 more pieces. I think another bullpen arm, hopefully Brad Hand, or like I said, Springer or LeMahieu. I don't think Arenado's gonna happen. Too many years left. If it was more short term, 2 or 3 years left on his contract, then I could maybe buy into that. But I think there's like 6 years left, man. That's scary. Adding him with Lindor's contract, DeGrom, and then what happens if we lose Conforto, a homegrown guy that's starting to get it done now. Hopefully he can stay healthy. That's been his issue. But I believe in Conforto. I think Conforto could be an MVP candidate this year if he stays healthy. With what he did last year, hopefully, that shows. Because he had been pulling a lot over the past few years. And, when Conforto starts to go the opposite way is when he's at best. And last year he did that. He took more pitches and still hit for power. So, he's a young man, smart guy. I'm sure he'll take that same approach. And, man, just watch out. Watch out with a full season, because Conforto could easily be a, 310 to 320, 30 to 40 home runs, do the math, at least 100 RBIs, 120 RBIs, so again, be excited. And again, if you get those guys in front of you, like Lindor and McNeil and who else, Springer or LeMahieu, he's going to be hitting with guys on base and scoring position. So, once again, Alderson said they're still talking with Springer. Basically, kind of in a way like, what are you talking about? We're still in it. We're still in for all the pieces. So that's great, man. When was the last time as a Met fan we heard anything like that, So once again, be excited. Let's get ready for baseball. Seems like every day I do a video, MLB drops some more news. There was, it came through, I think late last night or early this morning, that MLB is telling teams to prepare to have fans in the park. So, man, that's great because I missed that. I like to watch games, obviously, but I get excited by watching the other fans, When somebody, hits one out, they stand up, everybody going crazy. The first thing that comes to mind is the Cespedes 3-run homer against the Dodgers in 2015 playoffs. Just watching that whole background of fans raise up. I missed that. Last year, I missed that part about watching the game. So that excites me. If they allow people in the spring training parks, I'll be there. I'll probably vlog live from there. I just need some subscribers. So please hit like, subscribe. And let's get into this and enjoy this channel, man, and have fun. And let's talk baseball in general. Doesn't matter who you're a fan of. We can talk, and chat that up, all right? So take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.